This is Becoming a Professional Bass Player. My name's Deborah and this is the video journal of my career transition. And that was the bass line from Let's Stay Together by Al Green. I'm just going to turn my speaker off now. There we go. Oh, so you'll notice there, I've actually plugged my PA here at the office so that I can have my pedals going straight into the system and have more of an experiment with pedals. And I have to say that's continuing to be a real boon because it means I can, get used to having my polytuner, and also I can put effects on and what have you whenever I want and just practice, and it's already set up and going. It's been a bit of a tough week, this one. I've been really poorly, and if you've been in contact with me, I really hope I haven't given it to anyone, because that was the nastiest of colds that I've had in a while. And I started to get a bit stressed. The event is upcoming now, and I really need to bring my concentration to selling tickets. And that can be quite difficult with this project because there's so many things I could be focusing on. I can spend a lot of time finessing the music and then I haven't got round to promoting it, or I can spend a lot of time doing the costumes, or there's always a really good reason, really solid reason for not doing sales, which, not many people like or are naturally good at. And one of the things that's been stopping me getting on with that is a difficulty being in the now. I'm, really drawing a lot on the work of Eckhart Tolle and being in the now. And this week I just failed at it. I absolutely failed at it. And I thought, what has been getting in the way? I've been getting in my own way. I've been poorly, I've been stressed, and instead of being in the moment and being with my fears that things won't go well, or my fears that I won't sell enough tickets, I've been distracting myself with other things and then getting more tired and more poorly. And it's been a bit of a unvirtuous circle. And I recognised this and I kept trying to sort of connect and I couldn't. And then this morning I woke up and my husband brought me a cup of tea in bed, and it just happened. I was able in my body to be still and be in that moment. The cat was sleeping on the bed, I could hear the birds outside, and everything was at peace in my system. And just the hymn, "Be still for the presence of the Lord," came into my body, and everything was peace. And it was such a special experience. It really eludes us when we're rushing round and we get in our own way. And in that moment, I could really be with the most important task of the week, which is to sell the tickets. That's what I need to do. On this journey, there have been a few times where peace has really entered in, where I've allowed peace to enter in. And the song that I started with today, Al Green, "Let's Stay Together," has a connection to that. A couple of years ago, my grandma died and she left me a little bit of money to do some nice things that I might like to do, and I needed a wardrobe built in an awkward space. And I was thinking, oh, how am I going to get that done? You know, I contacted Sharps and it was thousands. And then, you know, I had a friend online who I'd forgotten did carpentry. And I was just in the shower one day and this voice said to me, you need to ask Ben. And Ben was this friend who I'd been to school with and lived in the same area. And I knew he was doing music, but I'd sort of seen he was doing carpentry as well. And he came round and he built me this wardrobe. And we got talking about his music. And a couple of weeks after that, he needed a bass player. And he put a note out on Facebook, but he was sort of thinking that I might apply for the job. And obviously this was for Hot Milk, who I play with now. And I had to learn 40 songs in 2 months. Now, bear in mind, I'd learnt 40 songs in 2 years in my previous band. You know, this was the next step up for me, 40 songs in 2 months, to be able to play live, that is. And one of those was Al Green, Let's Stay Together. And I always sort of insist on learning the proper bass line, not just the, you know, what you can get away with, or, you know, this is the key it's in, do something around that. I always learn the proper bass line. And I'm really grateful for that moment, because it meant that I was joining a band of musicians, you know, a band of professionals, and being asked to play at a higher standard in a more spontaneous, less rehearsed way, less uptight way. And it really, really helped me. And I was reminded of that moment this morning as I was just sitting there in bed, and just this piece came in of how valuable those moments are where you switch direction. You might notice as I'm pointing to my chest that I'm wearing a Divine Funk necklace today. Caroline, the creative director, bought this for me, and I have not taken it off. I absolutely love it, and it sort of reminds me of our direction of travel. As well as being poorly and stressed this week, I have also got quite a lot of jobs done. One of which was testing the smoke and light geysers, or geysers, but we call them geysers, machines. And also testing the cold spark machines. So I'm going to show you a couple of films of us doing that. The first one is with the guys at the Fickle Pickle, and they really helped me. I'd been, you know, these products came across from China quite a while ago now, and I really wanted to make sure that they're all working and safe and ready to go. And then I tested the cold spark machines when I got home. I don't know why I got on all fours and crawled around like a bomb was going to go off. I don't know what I thought was going to happen. These machines are perfectly safe. They are cold spark machines. You know, you can't do things stupid with them. You know, don't put artificial flowers over them or block the exits or any of those things. But if you use common sense, they're completely safe. So here's a couple of videos of us trying out the new special effects. So we're just filming this. Liam's got it linked up to the light desk. These are the geysers. Pink smoke. Woo! Oh, that's going to be lovely. Now that's blowing away in the wind in the car park, but in the actual event, that will just go straight up, won't it? Right. Hi, I'm still full of cold, but I'm having an exciting day testing out the cold spark machines. So I've just plugged them in, and the green light flashes to tell you that the software is loading, and that goes steady when it's ready. And the yellow light tells you that the heater is on, and that goes off when it's ready. So we're now ready to go. I'm just going to retreat back to my office and press the button. Okay. All right, here goes. bit over dramatic there with my... I don't know what's going to happen here. Martha's been working hard today on some of these for the pub, for the railway downstairs. We're upstairs, but these will go on the tables downstairs just to let everybody know what we're doing. And I took over a shelf behind the bar and dressed that just to make more of a presence. And then finally today, here's a video from our percussionist, Don Chica Mo, just introducing himself and telling you a little bit more about him. I'll be back on Tuesday. You have yourself a fabulous weekend. Bye-bye.
Hello. My name is Domenico. But you can call me the Golden Bongo Man. I'm so happy to play for the, you know what? Divine Funk Band. My family, they accept me for what I am, without prejudice. Okay, see you on the gig, guys and girls.